Hi friends, Ribeye Ranger Jim here.
And Lynn Tucker Carnivore. So happy to see you guys again.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. Listen, we got two very important updates today. It's going to be kind of exciting for all of us because, number one, we're going to be telling you about Healing Humanity, the Power of a Proper Human Diet, the exceptional documentary that talks about hope and healing. We had a chance to see it. We're going to tell you about our road trip to Wisconsin and the great time we had there with Kerry Mann and his family, our buddy right there. And I'll tell you what, the other thing we're going to talk about today is, I can't believe it, I'm coming up on 3 years carnivore, and Lynn is just a week behind me.
6/28/75.
That's right. That's right. So
mark it on your calendars. There's a few shopping days left.
And it's so that makes it in conjunction with our 250th celebration of independence.
Yes.
We have chosen health independence. So
yes.
Yeah, we're going to tie them together. I hope you don't mind. And even if you do, happy Independence Day.
Food Freedom Day.
Food Freedom Day. That's right. So the big thing that we've learned when looking around YouTube and finding out about Healing Humanity, the documentary, so many people want to know when and where can I see it. I really want to see this movie right now. It's being released in a very strategic and important fashion.
Right.
So we're going to start off this little show here with where and when you can see Healing Humanity, the Power of a Proper Human Diet documentary.
Well, Chicago, June 27th, but that one's sold out already. So you've got to get on these right quick. June 29th in Orlando, Florida at Winter Park. July 18th at the UK Scott Cinemas in Somerset, UK. Then September 5, Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Did you say the UK?
Like yeah, we're international. I know.
International?
I'm sure there will be other places as well.
This is big, yep.
Kalamazoo, Michigan on September 5 at the 2026 Impact Meetup. And then September 26th and 27th at the Low Carb for Better Health Conference in Tennessee. Now, how do you find out about all the new ones that are being added on? And it might be a theater near you. You go to healinghumanity.movie and you sign up for their newsletter. They're not going to sell you anything. They're just going to keep you well informed because locations are being added all the time.
It's mid-June right now, and we just got back from a road trip all the way up to Montello, Wisconsin, and we went to the world famous
Montello Theater.
And we got to see Healing Humanity up there with the producers, Adam and Kerry, Adam Lacey and Kerry Mann. Kerry Mann and his wife Jen owned the theater that it was premiered at.
So, it was sold out.
Oh my!
We had a red carpet.
Oh, it was
experience.
Wonderful. Yes, it was.
Dr. Kiltz was there, and Low Carb Barb. We had Linda Vokey. We had her husband Dave.
Of course, Adam Lacey. Of course,
Adam was there. Ashley and his brother Rhett of Carnivore Brothers. Oh my goodness! I know I'm leaving people out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but it was so much
a big
fun.
Event.
The thing is, there was such a vibe around this premiere because it really is a premiere of something that matters, which is awesome. And first, I got to say, Montello, Wisconsin, is a beautiful little town.
It really is.
It's a pretty little town. They take care of their main street.
I know.
You know, there are so many rundown towns. I mean, we drove from South Carolina up there, and there are a lot of nice small towns along the way, but they just don't. They don't have the pride of their citizens that Montello does. I got to tell you right now.
It was so beautiful to see. It was like you were looking in a picture book of Americana.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful.
Well, we're going to talk for just a second about the road trip up there because that was something. So I have a little F-150 and we tow a 30-foot Rockwood travel trailer behind it. So of course, being the prepared guy that I usually am, I checked the tires, I checked everything. Everything was fine. All the electricity, I tweaked some electrical problem that I had, and that was fine. I filled up the tires, everything was great. So we take off, and we have a wonderful trip up to Kentucky Lakes in Kentucky, and we stay one night there. Then the next day, we got on the road again early, and at one of the gas stops in Illinois, I said, you know what, I'm going to do the safety thing, I think.
Now, this was after experiencing quite a few roads in this country that could use some repaving.
Talk about infrastructure.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, the potholes, we were as if we were dealing with an earthquake from California.
Rippled asphalt.
Horrible.
That's something.
Now, people, we need to fix that.
That's right. That's back on the political front. We'll cover that some other time.
We go to fill up, right?
Yeah.
Arbitrarily find this really nice place to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And?
Yeah, well, while the tank's filling, and it takes a while to fill the tank, I thought, it's a good time for a safety walk around. So I did a little safety walk around, and I couldn't believe my eyes because I just looked at the tires 2 days before. One of the tires was tearing away from the seam. Almost a third of it was peeling.
Separated.
Just fully separated. I thought, oh, here we go.
We didn't know what we were going to do.
No.
And then, God is so good.
Well, I just looked across the parking lot.
Across the street.
Just look around a little bit. And I saw the corner of a building and just the word service. So then I look a little closer. It turned out to be a Ford service center.
Super easy, pull right in.
Thank goodness.
They handled everything.
Yeah.
Super nice
Well,
people.
they swapped out the spare,
Yep.
which of course was in good shape. They swapped out the spare, and I said, all right, let's hit the road. I inspected all of them, had them inspect all of them again. They said, oh, they look okay to me. Okay, no problem. So we finally get up to Montello, stayed at Buffalo Lake Campground.
Really
Beautiful,
fun.
Beautiful
really
little place.
Fun place.
So we stayed at Buffalo Lake, and you guys with RVs, you got to level it and get it up on the ramps or the blocks, back it up. So I get it all set up, perfectly level, flat, beautiful. And just as I set the wheel chocks to finish up the setup, I look over there and the tire's going whoosh.
This is the one that was next to the one that was separating.
One of the original tires, right?
Yeah.
The spare was still good. But I saw that other one come down and I said, well, thank you, God, at least we're here safely.
And you knew how to fill it up because you got that little thing that you can do that with.
Air compressor.
Yeah.
So
we did that.
So I tried to fill it up and it didn't take. Anyway.
Hey, we used our AAA for the first time in about, 30 years?
Yeah, exactly. AAA came
Made that one.
They came to the campground and took the wheel off for me because I found a tire shop in Montello on a Friday.
Really nice guys
on a Friday, and you can only do like one tire at a time under those circumstances. So I thought, all right, let's just go and check with this guy. And he swapped out he gave me a new tire, and he said, well, if you want all these to match, I think you'd like to, you might want to order. I said, just get all four. I just want 4 new tires on there, and that's how it's going to be.
So we had a chance to look at the tire that wouldn't keep inflated.
Yeah.
And this is what it showed.
Oh my. The inside of the rubber, it looked like it should have made a very loud blowout sound.
No kidding.
It really did. I mean, it was just torn.
And
we
imagine,
never heard anything between the two of us.
If we had that happen while we were traveling. The damage that could have been done underneath the RV.
Not to mention the potential for fishtailing.
Yes.
Oh, we dodged a bullet right there, my friends.
Totally. God is so good. So quick.
I think I hope I made it clear. You can, when you're at a campground and you're all level and everything, you can only take off one kind of tire at a time.
Yeah.
Without redoing the whole rig. I bought the tires from the local guy because I really liked him. He was a good dude. So I got all 4 tires, put them in my pickup truck, and then when we left Monday morning, we just went 1 hour's drive down to Madison, found a beautiful discount tire, great big parking lot. Just pulled, those guys had that
quick,
done
so wonderful.
less than an hour easily.
I know.
And they just jumped right on it. No appointment, nothing.
And again, what could have happened but did not. We are just so blessed.
Yeah. Let's move on to Healing Humanity, the Power of a Proper Human Diet. This documentary was something. And when I was trying to think of words to use to describe what we saw, there are 2 things you have. You have a message in a movie, and you have the messengers.
Yeah.
The message itself is powerful. It's offering hope and healing by simply changing the fuel you put in your body. That's really as simple as it is. But the messengers are what made this powerful.
It's the personal stories that matter. And those personal stories were blended so beautifully together. It was almost as if it was a whole orchestra of experiences.
Right.
And the editing was fabulous. The music.
Yes.
I told Carrie we got to get a CD because each individual person has kind of a theme of their own.
Right.
And you're engrossed in it, you're involved in it, you start thinking about the different people in your family and your friends that could see this and they could improve, and well, maybe I could try this. I mean, it's very impactful like that.
Well, and I think the reason it was impactful for me is because these are regular people.
Real people.
It's amazing. They're not actors.
No.
I guess that's what I'm getting at. They're not actors. These people have nothing to financially gain from this at all.
I was following the rules and getting sicker for it.
I was hopeless. I was really hopeless, and I thought, yeah, this is the way it's gonna be.
I don't think I would have made it. I honestly don't. I mean, I was 69 pounds, almost hooked up to a feeding tube.
I probably had 30 days left until I was dead.
My thought was, I'm gonna die, and I'm not gonna have a chance to tell everybody that I love them one last time.
Changing my diet, absolutely saved my life.
Plain and simple, I would not be here today.
I have my life back.
It was like with a new lens, new eyes, was using them for the first time.
Even though I'm 5.5 years in, I still wake up feeling impressed.
I felt the best I ever felt in my life.
I never thought I'd have a life. I really thought my life was over. And if I hadn't have found this lifestyle, that I would not be sitting here with you today. No way.
I'm 82 years old, which is just a chronological number.
Pull yourself up, you swing your leg over, and you're over.
It's not healthcare, it's sick care. We don't need doctors if we're eating properly. We don't need medication.
It's just like us,
Nothing.
where we feel compelled
Right.
to tell people, I've found something wonderful.
Right.
Doesn't cost me any medication prices. The food prices of all the things I used to throw away on a weekly basis, those are out of there. And the doctors were so credible.
Exactly.
And so real.
When I walk into a grocery store and see thousands of items on the shelf, that does not register in my brain as food. And of course it's not. This has never been food to any human being for the entirety of human history.
Everything I thought I knew about nutrition turned out to be wrong.
We're learning from our past way of eating that somehow we're damaging disease.
I want to live in a world where every doctor is not managing disease, but trying to get to the root cause of why people are sick in the first place.
That's what being a doctor's all about, isn't it? Being able to take somebody who's got no hope and give them hope. And it's a real hope. It's a true hope. It's not a false hope. I'm not interested in any other profession.
I mean, you go to a doctor's office and they're like, yes, let me take a look at this, that, and the other.
I've got 2 minutes
You've got
for you,
2
ma'am.
minutes,
Could you get down to your point?
These people that were featured showed expertise and professionalism, but they were also real people themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And that makes all the difference.
And you know
These
what?
are the doctors you want to go to because you want to look like them, and you want to listen to because they make sense.
And how about this? It was not just a guy who got his doctorate on the internet or something.
No.
How about a cardiologist?
Yeah.
How about a
neurologist.
neurosurgeon?
Right.
Neurosurgeon,
Yes.
right? Orthopedic surgeon.
Yep.
Fertility specialist, because you know what? One of the biggest things people miss when they're trying to have babies is the importance and the impact of solid nutrition.
The health of the parents.
That's right. And I'm not talking about the old school low fat. You got to be very careful and skim milk. I'm not talking about that nonsense. I'm talking about eating real, whole, healthy foods that help your body do what it's meant to do.
And
your body
hormones
is meant to be healthy.
To balance.
Oh yeah.
Because if they're out of whack, you know.
Yeah.
We
Everything's out. Your sleep.
Yeah.
Your sleep is off.
Sleep totally affects it.
If you can't get good deep sleep,
stress,
your body can't renew itself the way it's supposed to.
Right. Dr. Kiltz was there, and he was helping everyone to understand why carnivore is so wonderful. Right. And the industry and company that he has that's throughout the nation is helping people that other doctors have turned away and said, you might as well forget it, not having a baby.
Right.
He's made them healthy, and they have been having babies.
Right.
Giving life to people. Not only better nutrition, but life. Creating life.
Well, and what's also interesting is, that's a good place to start, at the beginning of life.
Yes.
Okay? Before you create life, you get healthy, and then you create a healthy baby, and you move on. How about the other end of the spectrum? The people we saw?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. One lady, she I'm not allowed to say cure, I guess, put Parkinson's into remission. Parkinson's disease. She had a stroke.
Yeah.
She recovered from the stroke.
And a really nasty blood infection.
Her name is Mimi.
Mimi Morgan.
Right.
Look her up on YouTube as well. But so many people that were there, all of them were either emotionally impacted or actually crying. Because when you know the pain that your family members have gone through, maybe you've gone through, and you're thinking, if I'd only known this early in this whole process, Healing Humanity did a recruited strangers test marketing to theater showing. And out of 137 people, 86% of them recommended it as either excellent or very good. And that is 16 plus points above the industry standard.
And then we've heard from the results of the screening that that Carrie Mann has put out, Healing Humanity has put out. We've heard from the results
that 4.4 out of 5 stars were given to the credibility of the doctors too. See, real people, real doctors, really credible. And then the same 4.4 out of 5 for emotional impact. And again, wait till you see it. It really does give you an insight into what these people went through and the elation they felt after having been carnivore for a while. The transformation is just wonderful, and it's heartwarming, and it makes you feel like you can't wait to try it.
I think that is because we're all flesh and blood human beings. So they saw real people.
They saw themselves, and they saw people they knew.
In that documentary that had real problems. And there's people, and I know because some of the scenes I've seen, I thought, oh my God, I felt like that. Yeah. I saw this in myself.
I know people like
I looked
that.
in the mirror and I thought, what the hell's going on with my body?
Right. I can totally relate.
So it is relatable because they're real people, not paid actors. One poor guy in this, he had, I think it's called psoriatic arthritis. Yeah. Because that's where his legs were bleeding. I can't give out too much detail, but they had before and after pictures of most of these people.
Some of the things they went through.
And the things they went through, the suffering. These are not just, I was uncomfortable with my 10 pounds. No, this is suffering these people went through.
It's suffering, but it's not suffering that you're uncomfortable seeing either. No. It's just, this is the impact of this to this. You know what I'm saying?
And these are the people that have been healed. Yeah. So it's not uncomfortable to watch them. What they do a couple of times, and they'll just show a before picture of something that they had in their photo album. We can't cover every story.
I know.
But I'm telling you, there's
It's like you want to, though.
There's people who have lost hundreds of pounds. One guy I'll tell you about, his name is Bill Knott.
You gotta go see his YouTube channel. Bill and Daisy in Alaska.
Right. So, this man, I saw the original video he made to Carrie Mann, because Carrie made videos sharing his journey and his healing, and Bill Knott saw Carrie's video.
And he's like, God, you have to hit me upside the head with something because I've got to change or I'm going to die.
He was stuck in his house for years. That's all I'm going to say, in the beautiful state of Alaska. And he was at wit's end, literally and figuratively, and he thought, this is it. I've got a few months maybe because I can't live at 700 pounds. No. He reached out, Carrie reached back.
And a beautiful thing happened. And that's all we'll say. I know. It's
I can tell you, he's lost over half his body weight right now. I'm stunned. So that story alone, is worth seeing this.
So good.
But the doctors, the credibility, the healing, people getting off of medications.
And another thing we need to tell you about that wonderful the documentary, I want to call it a movie because it's so good. Anyway, 62% of the people that saw it would recommend it. Now, what does the industry say is worth, moving on to the next step? Minimum 50%. Really good if you get 60%.
Yep.
Once again, they overdid it. 62% for this wonderful little documentary that is going to take the world by storm. And I'm telling you, you cannot watch that documentary without feeling that documentary and wondering who else you could help and wondering what it might do for you and just wanting everyone you care about to see it.
just visit the website, because they do have other interesting tabs like Lynn mentioned.
Yeah.
HealingHumanity.movie. Right. And look up some of the tabs, and maybe you'll see one or two of the issues you might have. People are getting off of their medications with their doctor's teamwork.
Right.
We're not saying quit going to the doctor. We're not pretending to do that like somebody accused me of one time.
No, but just remember, they are our medical consultants.
Right.
We are in charge of our bodies.
Yep.
We've had that a little twisted for a little too long.
Right.
Because they don't learn about nutrition, and back then when they would have learned about nutrition, it wasn't the right nutrition anyway. We've totally switched that food pyramid upside down. You read it left to right, and you read it top to bottom. That's how you appropriately read it. We're making strides, but this is a huge industry behind all the things and all the pain and all the struggling, because they make money off of that. They don't make money when you're healthy.
You know, the other thing that struck me about almost everybody in the film, and me included, is how quickly this works, how quickly you feel a difference. I'm not saying you're going to lose, 80 pounds in 30 days. That's nonsense.
No,
but what I'm saying is your body reacts very quickly to the proper fuel. Your brain, you get sharper. You sleep better within the first week.
Yeah.
You're sleeping more deeply and you feel more refreshed. Just that alone was worth the price to me.
And you wonder, and then you think, we really are beautifully and wonderfully made.
Right.
Because our bodies were meant to keep us healthy. Yeah. If we don't bombard them with all the things they should not be doing instead of what they should be doing, and our immune system being healthy, that's why we get sick.
Well,
because it's busy doing busy work that we put in there.
That's right. That we were forcing it to do.
Yes.
And Dr. Berry had a great line, and he said this publicly before, but he mentions it in the movie, is we think our bodies have betrayed us, but in truth, we have betrayed our bodies.
Yeah.
Just by what we take in or what we eat or what we drink, all the sugar, all the processed stuff. That's an interesting statement.
Another thing that really, really struck me, and I was so happy to see, and that is when everybody tells you it's not sustainable, my wonderful hero, Maggie, the Alberta rancher, you get to see a lot of her, and you get to really understand why she became carnivore.
You can't say enough about Maggie.
No.
She really is a rancher. And
Maggie, I'm trying, babe.
She's worked.
Oh my gosh.
She's been basically carnivore since she was a child out of necessity.
You can't believe
Just a remarkable
she's 85
person.
either.
Yeah.
You can't believe that.
No.
And so many people on carnivore, better skin, better outlook on life.
Right.
The alertness in their eyes comes alive.
Right.
Their love for living comes alive. And all that personal energy just makes you seem younger.
That's right. Well, you know what? And when you get to people our age, mid-60s, maybe a little beyond.
70.
Ah, geez. But when you get
Me and Dr. Kiltz.
The people in, beyond 40 or 50, they have some life experience to look back on.
Yeah.
And what they're doing, what we're doing, what I'm doing, is you look back, what did I used to like to do when I was a young man? What did I like to do when I was younger? Fishing, hiking, kayaking, camping. All these things you might have put off because you don't feel good. You're too tired.
Yeah.
You have aches and pains. Maybe you're carrying too much weight.
And you can't move like you used to. Make a quick turn to the right or quick turn to the left, or going downstairs. You're like working through the trifocals.
But these resolve. I mean, it's amazing.
So many things improve, really.
Improve. Yeah, that's right. They improve, and people are going back to what they used to do when they were a little bit younger, and when they had more energy, because they have more energy now. Now, I'm not saying, again, this is not going to happen in a week or two, but if you give this 30 or 60, best 90 days, your system will reset itself. You'll be amazed. Right now, we're transitioning into, we have been carnivore for 3 years. 3 years now.
I know, I'm psyched.
And
wouldn't do anything else.
It goes by quickly, because you know why? You're living your life. You're not ruminating on your illness or your sickness or your tiredness or your weight. You put those things behind you because you're moving forward now.
You go to the grocery store, it's a piece of cake, you're out in 10 minutes.
Piece of cake, that's funny.
Oh, sorry. And you come home, he grills dinner, and it's super easy to make and clean up after. Lunch, I love my air fryer. I love my hamburgers. You know, ground beef is king. Eggs are fabulous. Butter, bacon.
And any other meat you want. If you want chicken or pork or venison, now that is more lean meat. If you want more lean meat, you know what you do? You melt some butter like you're like
or just add butter.
Like
butter.
you're dipping lobster if you want. But
pretend. Well, you can eat lobster too.
Put butter on your chicken. Put butter on your venison. Like Lynn said, you just put a pat on when you're finishing and serving it.
I do that for pork tenderloin because it's pork, it's fish, and it's poultry that are really lean. Yeah. And you just need the animal fat.
One of the best things for me that I like is the simplicity, not just of the shopping, but the simplicity. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. That's the easiest way to remember it. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And of course, any other animal product you want to eat. Yeah. That's it. You don't weigh or measure or portion your food.
You eat until you're comfortably stuffed. Yeah. Or like Dr. Chafee mentioned one time, it was gold to me because I'd lost the ability to figure out if I was full or not because I had denied myself for so long. Yeah. And he just said, eat until it doesn't taste as good as it did when you first started. Yeah. And it's not boring. The weird thing is we've done this for 3 years and basically had the same thing.
Right.
And I look forward to dinner every night.
Yep, absolutely. And I look forward to, what we've done is also, over the course of the 3 years, we have reduced our eating window, which these doctors recommend. Your eating window is, ours happens to be between 10 and say 5 p.m. We always eat around 5 p.m.
Right. When you first start out, you want to heal. You want to have the best meat you can afford and treating yourself to a wonderful new adventure, kind of that kind of mindset. Right. And then you, for a certain amount of time, like it'd be best for 90 days, eat that way. Right. And then you start, if you've got extra fat to lose, start saying, you know what, I'm going to cut down on the fat a little bit so that I can let my body use my own fat to, get my weight loss in.
It's going to do that no matter what. But if you cut it down a little bit, I think it kind of ramps it up. And this is anecdotal. This is just us talking, and about 10,000 other people that you can find on the internet.
And from videos we've watched and doctors we've listened to, that's where we get this information. Yeah. And like Dr. Chafee says too, I'm sorry, we have to do bathroom talk. If you are eating too much fat, then it will come out in a soft stool. If you are eating too little fat, it will come out in a much harder stool. Constipation does not happen. That is defined as something that is very painful, hard, can't happen,
dry,
really difficult to make happen. Whereas if it's just a little more formed, you can kind of work the fat level. And what other diet way of eating could you do that on? Do you understand what's going to make you allergic to something or have a histamine reaction? How would you know unless you use the best elimination diet there is to
what's funny? You just said, how would you know if you're allergic to something?
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
Here's a big thing, and we're going to start to wrap this up. But this is about everything. But 3 years carnivore, and we haven't been sick. 1 day.
No cold.
1 day.
No flu. No allergies.
No sore throat.
No sore throat.
No seasonal allergies, which I used to get every year. In Texas, we had cedar fever.
Here, there's pine allergies, super bad. It's like green film all over. Just as bad in Texas with cedar green film.
Right.
Nothing. We're out there brush clearing.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 hours a day.
The only thing that makes me sneeze is being in the smoke.
Well, the dust.
And the dust when you're out there working outside.
Yeah. But that's occasional.
But
that's not like eyes watering, scratchy throat, none of it.
We were just like many people.
Yeah.
See, did you get your flu shot? Because you're going to get the flu. I didn't get the flu shot. I don't get the flu. 3 years, my friends.
I know, that's kind of weird because we're considered old, even though as far as a carnivore goes, we're midlife.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it.
Because it says 120 in the good book. Yeah. I'm working on it.
But neither one of us are on any medication.
No. And doctors can't believe that.
No, they don't believe that. They actually
They're
don't.
Like, what?
Oh, well, you should be on a medication. And say, you know what, doc? You need some new information before you try to put me on medication.
Yeah.
And we're not going to debate or discuss the cholesterol, the new cholesterol paradigm.
I know.
We've learned it. The information's out there. If you're interested, take a look. But my numbers are perfect.
Sammy agrees. You know, Sammy has even healed his heart murmur as a dog that he had from birth.
Right.
And just like Dr. Barry's dogs won't take a dog treat from the veterinarian,
Right.
RV managers.
He won't.
That are
Somebody tried to give him a milk bone.
Yeah.
And he just looked like, he sniffed it and he, no thanks.
He was going through a drive-through, and the drive-through teller,
Dr. Barry's,
Dr. Barry's, gave his dog a dog treat. The dog like took it like this, and as soon as he drove off, he spit it out.
The dog spit it out.
It was fun.
But I mean, I'm just telling
He
you,
knows it's not good for
this
him.
feels natural. You know what, carnivore in your mind may sound extreme. So here's what I suggest right off the bat. If all you do is reduce and then eliminate ultra-processed foods, that's anything with 4 or 5 or 6 chemicals in it that you can't pronounce.
And typically in a box, a bag, or a bottle.
That's right. There you go. A box, a bag, or a jar. Just look at the back. And if you get beyond 4 things, then it's junk food. It just is. You know, if you want pork rinds, you get pork rinds, salt, and fat. That it was fried in fat, mostly beef tallow or bacon grease. So that's all. Those are 3 ingredient foods. Steak, 1 ingredient. That's what we mean by 1 ingredient foods, or a whole food.
A real food.
You know, and if you're addicted to something like what, soda, maybe, what do you do for that?
Same thing happened to Dr. Barry and many others that are carnivores as well, because diet soda was super fun and it was sugar-free. Well, that's very addictive because our body processes L sugars, artificial, whatever, as sugar. And so you go and get some plain sparkling water, gives you the fizz, right? And you take more and more sparkling water and less soda, and you wean yourself off of it, and it works.
You blend it.
Yeah.
You can blend it in the same glass. Pour in a little bit of soda, a little bit of sparkling water.
You get the same little refreshing, bubbly, and you'll eventually end up with plain sparkling water as your favorite.
Well, we could go on for another hour because it just feels good.
I just want to help people.
We wake up.
You feel too good to just sit there and be silent.
But I'm going to tell you, the first thing you'll notice, if you choose to just cut back on the processed food,
and the seed oils,
stop the known sugar and stop the vegetable oils, the seed oils. They're not necessary, and they're actually not food to your body. Your metabolism doesn't recognize them.
Google how they're made. It'll make you sick.
Go to the Oil Mill channel and just watch for a couple of minutes. It's disgusting. Anyway, but the point is, eat real whole food, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, lamb, lobster, seafood, any of that you like. Just lean toward that. Take a little bit less. If you have a baked potato with a steak now, cut the baked potato in half and just have half a baked potato with your steak. If you just cut out a few things and increase your meat and animal intake a little bit,
you'd be amazed.
Just see how you feel.
Yes.
Just do a little test for yourself. That's all.
Yep.
If you usually have 2 or 3 things with dinner, like broccoli and rice and maybe your potato or whatever, cut one of those things out over the course of a week. And then over the course of 2 weeks, do like she said, just have less.
Do it gradually
Just
because
have
it's
less.
better for your system to transition gradually.
You're going to sleep better. That much I know. I can't
And if
even
you've
believe
got
that.
children, instead of the cereal, please. Because cereals have 4 grams of carbohydrates equals an entire teaspoon of sugar.
Boom.
So look at that label that says 25, 27 grams of carbohydrates and realize how many teaspoons that is of sugar.
Yeah.
And then they put milk on top of it, right? That's got lactose in it. That's milk sugar.
And
Then they put sugar on top of that.
A little teaspoon of sugar on top.
And you're wondering why they're bouncing
Right.
off the walls at school and not learning anything.
Right.
Give them bacon and eggs or
Simple.
hamburger patty and eggs in the morning.
And they'll
Air
probably love
fryer
the change. I'll bet they'll love it.
happens in a second.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway, we could go on forever. I am so happy that you chose to take the time to watch some. If you watched this far, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
really.
appreciate that. I know how videos are. Sometimes you watch a few minutes, maybe you come back later. That's wonderful. I can back up everything, every claim I've made about eating this way. I can back that up. I got the research papers. I have the doctors, the medical professionals who have taken the time to learn new things, because this is not the old way of being taught. And actually, Dr. Barry, Dr. Ovedi, all the doctors, they say, oh, you know how much nutrition we actually get in medical school over those 8 years? About 2 weeks worth of nutrition-specific information.
And that was old nutrition
I'm not kidding
too.
you. Anyway, that's all. No more lectures.
2 more things.
I'm so happy. She's got more things.
One, the lady that I saw at Walmart the other day, when I was telling her about it, she was very interested. And you can see that look in their face like, gosh, this really resonates with me. And she said, I believe you because I see you telling me this. I see the enthusiasm, the real, truthful words that are coming out of your heart about this.
Lynn created a card. We call it a carnivore resource card. And it just lists the doctors that we follow and where to find them on YouTube. And I'll put one up on the screen right now. But this is a wonderful resource to remind people of where you can go for more information. Thank you for watching this. This is wonderful. 3 years carnivore, no regrets, no retreat. How about you?
I feel better than I did when I was 35 and I just turned 70. So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
The people on our block look at us like, where did they get all that energy? They're supposed to be old people,
Yeah, we've got some younger people that are young enough to be our children, live nearby, and every time they go by and we're outside in the yard working, doing something, they just shake their heads and smile and wave. But that's how good we feel. That's it. So
we want you to feel that good too.
We
and
really
all
do.
of your family and all of your friends, even though your family won't listen to you.
Yeah.
And your friends probably won't either, but you can be a living example.
Yeah, just be the living example. That's all. That's
and
all
then
we
go
can
see
do.
the movie and bring them to the movie.
Healing Humanity, the
movie.
power of a proper human diet. And that word power is perfect for this documentary.
It is.
The people are powerful, the stories are powerful, the doctors have powerful information to help you take your own health back. The power of a proper human diet speaks for itself. You've got to see this movie. Go to healinghumanity.movie.
And PhD, the power of a proper human diet.
God bless you.
Yes.
And here's to another year for us coming up. We're just going to take it. We're just going to keep marching through because we feel so great.
And enjoy
You can too. Eat meat, live well, and thrive. Thanks for watching.